B Marsh Boxing back at it with another live video. It's goody boxing heads and fight fans around the world. Man, Canelo Alvarez test positive for Clenbuterol right before his triple G fight happening on Cinco de Mayo. I don't know if it's May 5th. To be honest, I'm not sure when Cinco de Mayo is. I know it's the first Saturday of May, but anyway, actually it is May 5th, you know what I mean? So, Canelo Alvarez, he's tested positive, you know what I mean, for a banned substance, you know what I mean? This Clenbuterol, which is found, amongst, athletes coming out of Mexico, which I don't buy at all, but that's what they claim it is, as far as why they have Clenbuterol in their system, you know what I mean? But one of his results came up positive for trace levels of Clenbuterol, you know what I mean? And like I said, Clenbuterol is something that's consistent with meat contamination. That's the beef in Mexico, you know what I mean? You check it, So this man, Canelo Alvarez, this is what he said. Quote, I'm about to read what he said. Quote, I'm an athlete who respects the sport, and this surprises me and bothers me because it had never happened to me. I will submit to all tests that require me to clarify this embarrassing situation, and I trust that at the end, the truth will prevail. End quote. So Canelo apparently has tested dozens of times over the course of his previous 12 fights with the for VADA. But that don't mean nothing. That actually means nothing, you know what I mean? This is my opinion, all right? Okay. Canelo Alvarez is about to fight Triple G in a big-time fight. You know what I'm saying? This fight is a rematch of the first fight. The first fight, some fans were displeased with how both guys didn't go in for the kill, and they left the fight in the hands of the judges, and it was ultimately a draw. That's what I had. So I think Canelo has a lot of pressure on him. I think he has pressure on him to perform, and he wants to be the first man to knock Triple G out, you know what I'm saying? And that's incentive right there for him to take the Clenbuterol, you know what I'm saying? And all he has to do is say, yo, it's contaminated in some meat I ate, you know what I mean? How comes every other time you didn't have Clenbuterol, every other 12 times you tested, you drug tested for VADA, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not buying this, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what's the WBC going to do? They're going to say, oh, shit, they pardoned fellas like Luis Neri. Orlando Salido got away with it. Was it Salido or the other guy, matter of fact? Nah, what's that guy's name? Vargas, you know what I mean? Francisco Vargas. He got off with it, you know what I mean? Had Clenbuterol in his system. They pardoned him, you know what I mean? Luis Neri, same way. What you think they're going to do to Cannoli, man? They're going to just let him ride and still keep up with this fight, you know what I mean? And go ahead and still fight Triple G. And he might knock him out, you know what I'm saying? He might cause more devastating damage than he would if he didn't have the Clenbuterol in his system, you know what I mean? So, there's a lot of double standards in this when it comes to WBC VADA, you know what I mean? When it comes to testing guys from Mexico, because at the end of the day, what's happening, Hop? I see you in the chat. He says, you're breaking the news for me. B Marsh, no question, man. Man, I just got in the crib, man, and I found this news out. I see Charles Jackson in the chat. He says, sup, my king? What going on, brethren? Everything blessed, you know what I mean? Just here, man. Kind of vexed at the man Triple G. I'm sorry, Cannoli, man. Blood Boxing, what's going on, big man? He's in the chat. He says, get his ass out. I feel you, Blood. Hey, man, this fight right here is a fight where Triple G, I'm trying to tell you, Cannoli has a lot of pressure on him, man. Whether it's the Mexican-American population or the Mexican population, he's supposed to go in there and perform, you know what I mean? A lot of people, like I said, were disappointed with the overall decision with the first fight. So what's the WBC going to do? They ain't going to do nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to let this man just ride it out with the Clenbuterol in his system. He might beat Triple G. And, us purists of boxing fans who really know what's really good, it's not going to be a satisfying win. Just like the Yamanaka and Luis Neri, man. I feel bad for Yamanaka that type of stuff had to happen to him in his last two fights. The man was a pound for pounder, trying to go to the Hall of Fame with his resume. Then this Luis Neri guy comes along, and this guy's just like a needle poking him, a thorn on the side of him, just He just didn't let the man enjoy, the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? Hops in the chat. He says, makes me think we never really know who is clean and who is dirty. Ticked off. You ain't never lie, man. That's truth and rights. Hop. You know what I mean? This story about Canelo. You check it. It's real disturbing. You know what I mean? It's real disturbing because I already know the WBC will do nothing about it, and I'm sure the man Canoli knew this going in. That hey, these fellas won't do nothing about it. So why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I have some Clenbuterol or whatever banned substance that they say is contaminated in the beef in Mexico? That's gonna be my excuse, and that's what it is. He knew this going in. That's just my opinion, and I'm kind of upset with this news, but especially be it that, Canoli is one of the most recognized faces in boxing, you know what I mean? This is like Floyd Mayweather getting caught with PEDs, that's a black eye on the sport, you know what I mean? But that's what it is, man. I ain't nothing else really to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Upon receiving that information, Golden Boy immediately notified the Nevada State Athletic Commission and Triple G's promoter, Tom Loeffler, you know what I mean? That, Canoli tested positive. You know what I'm saying? And this is what the article says. As has been planned, Canelo will immediately move his training camp from Mexico to the U.S. and will submit to any number and variety of additional tests that VADA deems necessary ahead and after May 5th. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know every time where Triple G does his training, but the last few times I've seen him training in San Diego, United States, you know what I mean? It's convenient, ironic, and just suspicious in my opinion that all of a sudden for this particular fight, which he has a right to, but this time he's training in Mexico, you know what I mean? Eating a lot of quote-unquote contaminated beef, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I'm just kind of upset with this news because... yeah, Blood Boxing says he's a liar, bro. Yep, I believe you, kid. This man I don't believe nothing he's saying, man. Nah. This man is trying to go ahead and knock out Triple G, man. A lot of people even, are favoring him. The man Charles Jackson, LOL, laughing out loud. Yeah, dogs. This man Triple G knows that, just by the laws of physics and just... boxing, Triple G is a year older from that fight, you know what I'm saying? Or let's say 9 months older from that September fight. And the whole world expects Triple G, the younger, fresher guy, Canoli, to get rid of this guy. So there's a lot of pressure on the man Canoli, you know what I mean? He knows the majority of people are picking the man Canoli to beat Triple G, you know what I'm saying? Because the first fight was close, you know what I mean? I had it a draw. But now... hey, he says, man, fuck that shit. Too much pressure on me. Kind of like the pressure on Manny Pacquiao to beat Floyd. At least Manny ain't take no steroids, but he did come with a lame excuse talking about his shoulder at the end of the fight. You know what I mean? But this guy Canoli has a lot of pressure on him, and that's what it is. He trying to use this excuse that there's Clenbuterol in this system from contaminated meat because he wants to win this fight badly. You know what I'm saying? For Golden Boy's reputation's sake and basically, monetary purposes. Without Canoli, man, Golden Boy is going to be in the red. Believe you me. B-Marsh Boxing, I'm about to seal the deal. Big ups to everybody who came in the chat. Big ups to Hop, Charles Jackson. Big ups to Blood Boxing Returns. Thanks for coming through, everybody. Hop says, both sides agree. This is bull. You ain't lying, Hop. But I'm about to seal the deal, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next vid. B-Marsh Boxing, I'm gone. Peace. Big ups, Charles Jackson. Give thanks, brethren. Peace.